Hello, how's everybody doing? Oh wait, I forgot to unplug my phone. Let me do that really fast. Sorry, it's gonna kind of jiggle. There we go. All right, let me put you up here. And in case you haven't watched before, the reason I have to do that is because if I start with it facing down like this, my phone decides to flip it on its side, or Facebook does. Someone decides that it needs to be flipped on its side. So that is, yeah. Hi, I'm Sarah Fleming from Prepare to Die Papercrafts. If you were here last week, you know I tried to do this. I tried to make this on camera, but I fell asleep for 2 hours right before I went live, and I did not have time to prep, so I mostly tried to wing it, and it was a disaster. But we're going to do it this week, and we're going to get it right. And I wrote down a whole list of instructions so that I don't forget how to do this thing. So, let me see if I have anything. Let's see what I need to talk about. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Look at this gorgeous little baby. This is a random act of kindness card I got in the mail just today. It's so pretty. So this is the Garden Impressions paper. This is new paper. And this is that new polka dot tulle ribbon. That's cute. It's really cute with this paper. And then this Thinlit, this is the, what's it called? Springtime Impressions Thinlits. I'll show you. So this suite, this is the Garden Impressions suite. And it has this abstract impression stamp set, which everyone is gaga over. And then this die and this, it's a pretty wide, big butterfly, and then this little flower die go together. And I'll show you the paper. It's on the next page. So it's really pretty paper if you like bright flowers. And it's kind of got that impressionist kind of look to it. And then actually, we're actually using the metallic ribbon that goes in this suite. We're actually using that today. So that's that, but I thought this was beautiful. This came from Heather Brecken. She's in Arizona. And I really love this card. This is in the random, I haven't had a chance to post it in there in the Random Act of Kindness card group. We'd love for you to join us if you want to send cards just to people all over the world who appreciate getting a handmade card. This sentiment comes from the, what's that called? Stitched All Around stamp set. It's a new one, and it goes with the dies that we're going to use today. Really pretty. And I think she used Calypso Coral there. That's nice. Anyway, beautiful card. Thank you, Heather. I don't want to say her wrong name. Heather. So, and I'm going to show y'all some stuff I've been making this week. I made a lot this week. I don't think I've put any of these on my blog yet, but I'm going to show you anyway. Because sometimes they don't make it to the blog. So I made this one. This one was really easy. I used the Cake Soiree. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for joining me. I used the Cake Soiree stamp set, and I just stamped the roses. This is on Pool Party cardstock in Pool Party ink. And then I added the Pool Party shimmer ribbon. And then I stamped the box from Cake Soiree on this framelit. I'll show you that in a minute because I'm actually going to show you all of the framelits that come in this set. And then the Happy Birthday also comes from Cake Soiree. And then I just colored it with my blends. This was a really fast, easy card to make. And so I've been making a ton of birthday cards because I think these are all going to go on my blog in July because July is my birthday month. So I've decided we're going to have like birthday extravaganza on my blog, which just means I'm going to post a bunch of birthday cards. And then this one I made yesterday. I was watching Anne-Marie Heil do her video, and she was using Brusho. And so then I was like, oh man, I haven't played with Brusho in a long time, so I had to go make something with Brusho. So the background is done with Brusho. This is the Mossy Meadow. No, not Mossy Meadow. What's it called? Moss Green. Mossy Meadow is our color. This is the Moss Green, and then I added some yellow in there, and then the Prussian Blue. And then I did this little piggy, and I colored him with Calypso Coral Light and Dark Stampin' Blends, and then the Color Lifter to lighten up around the face. Then the little Daffodil Delight. I actually put Pineapple Punch down first, and then the Old Olive, so I could get kind of a brighter green. And then all the yellow in here is Daffodil Delight. And then I colored my rhinestones with Daffodil Delight marker. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, it's funny, I've had the pig stamp set for like a year, and I've used it one time before now, and I was like, why haven't I ever used this stamp set? So, and then I colored the mud with the bronze Stamp and Blend marker, and then I outlined in Light Pool Party. I don't even know if you can see it, but it gives a little bit of dimension. So that was a fun one to make. And then Tranquil Tide is my little mat here. So I'll probably put that on the blog soon. This one I made, I did a few watercolor backgrounds and then just did stuff with them. So I made this one using the Oh So Eclectic stamp set. And just did some watercoloring with Grapefruit Grove and Mint Macaron. And did some stamping and then spritzing, and I just played. And then I used the Celebrate You Thinlits. And then this R, I think I stamped that from the Pennant Parade stamp set. That's one of our new fonts. And then the back, this is cut with, again, with those stitched labels that I'm going to be showing y'all in a minute. So I had fun with that one. And these are the new pearls, the new artisan pearls, I think they're called. So this one has been on the blog, and I might have shown y'all this last week. I can't remember. This is Pineapple Punch, Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, and Silver. And then this is Lovely Lipstick. This is that delightfully detailed paper, and I sponged it with Lovely Lipstick. And then I stamped Lovely Lipstick on the In Color DSP, and then I colored in the little, the space areas with the Lovely Lipstick marker. And I had to do it twice because it came out looking orange the first time. Oh yeah, and I first embossed. I embossed this. That's the Lovely Floral folder. We're using that today too. This one, I'm not 100% happy with this one just because I think because this was Call Me Clover and this was Coastal Cabana. And I think I should have done those on like opposite diagonals because I didn't like how they came out looking really close to each other, right next to each other. But so this one, I stamped the marble background first, the marbled background stamp in, oh, how did I do this? I have to remember. Okay, wait. No, wait, what did I do with it? I literally can't remember what I did. Oh, okay. So I put the marbled background stamp on my Stamparatus, and then I sponged on Call Me Clover, Coastal Cabana, Pineapple Punch, and Real Red. And I sponged them just in 4 different spots. And then once I did that, then I stamped these flowers on in Versamark. That's, and this is a technique, and I can never remember what it's called. I think it's Joseph's Coat, but it might be Black Magic. I can never remember which one is which. So I stamped it in Versamark and embossed it with clear embossing powder. And so then that lets you see what's behind the embossing powder, because if you did it in white, it would just come out white. And then you go in and sponge over everything, like the whole card, to get the black, to get everything except the flowers to be black. So, and you do that with the Memento ink, the Memento Tuxedo Black, because if you do it with the StazOn, then your embossing powder gets covered in black and you can't get that off. But since the Memento is water-based, it'll wipe off. And actually, I didn't even have to wipe mine off. It just didn't even cling to the clear embossing. And then this little detail here, what are those called? Let me see what they're called. One of my new favorite die sets. I just think they're really cool. They are, the Delicate Lace Edgelets, and I'll show you. So you have this one that does that really kind of cool lace. And then this one does like kind of a floral edge, also with stitching. And then this one has stitching and then this, funky triangular edge. I really like those. They're really pretty. They're $29. And I think you're gonna see those a lot because they're really versatile. And then I stamped this. This is from the, what's that one called that's got, That one's called Big Wishes. This is from the Big Wishes stamp set. See, the problem, I moved my table to the corner of my room instead of being in the middle of my room, and so now I can't just like turn around and look and see the names of the stamp sets when I can't remember them. This is from the, what's this one called? One for All. So I did this in Gorgeous Grape and Granny Green, or Granny Apple Green. Oh, Tanya, definitely. You can use them on everything. I just think that that's going to be such a nice detail for the card. Those dies, they're really nice. So this is the One for All. This is, I think I used Highland, I think it's Highland Heather cardstock, and then I stamped on it in the Gorgeous Grape, which is one of my new favorites. It's like, I haven't liked our purples in a long time, but I love it. I love all our new purples, which is not common for me because I don't really like purple that much. I used to many years ago. I loved it. Anyway, so stamp this. This is from the One for All stamp set. This is from Happy Birthday Gorgeous, which is not new. And I stamped that in the soft sea foam for the dots. And then the Hooray and the balloon are stamped in Granny Green. And then I used the corner rounder that comes on the, what's that, trio punch? It's our trio punch. We have one trio punch and it's in the Delightfully Detailed suite. But I did it with the corner punch first, and then after I did that, I did the flowers. Or maybe I did the flowers first and then the corner. This little floral edge, which I think is really cool. So, I loved that one. Oh, and this uses the new glitter enamel dots, which are so, so pretty. Look how pretty those are. They're just so nice. They come in Granny Green, Gorgeous Grape, Melamambo, and Coastal Cabana, and you can't go wrong with that. I bought the Lemon Zest stamp set a couple months ago, and I finally used it for the first time. So I did this one in Granny Green. Can y'all tell that's my new favorite green? Granny Green and Daffodil Delight and Mango Melody. Yep. I did this one. This one uses that the vellum from that Baroque stamp set suite. The, what's it called? Something vellum. Graceful? No, it's not graceful. Anyway, and this is from the Stitched All Around, I think. And then this big butterfly is from Beautiful Day, which was in the Occasions catalog. I actually did this for Global Design Project, but then I never got around to posting it to the challenge, so. And then this is my favorite thing I made all week. It was really, I really had a lot of fun with this one. It took a long time because stamping these take a long time because I'm using the Make a Difference font stamp set, but you can make all your own words. But I wanted to go with the music and do Happy Birthday to You because that's part of the song. And I don't think we have a stamp that says Happy Birthday to You, so I wanted to use that. And then, but I embossed this in black, the sheet music stamp, and then sponged on Real Red, Mango Melody, Pineapple Punch, Granny Apple Green, and Blueberry Bushel. And then this is Gorgeous Grape. And so I had a lot of fun with that one. That's my favorite thing I made all week. And now, remember, if you shop with me, use my host code. I will post it when I post the video and all my links and everything. Because when you don't use the host code, you know, you get a thank you card. But when you use the host code, I get to send you extra stuff because I pull those host benefits together, and everyone who has ordered with the host code gets some freebie like embellishments or markers or something like that. Some kind of adhesive, whatever. So definitely use the host code if you order from me, unless your order is over $150. If it's over $150, don't use the host code, but make sure you claim your host rewards or Stampin' Rewards before you check out. Okay, so we're gonna do this box for real, and I think we're gonna get it right this time. So you need a sheet that is 5 3/4 by 11. Instead of pulling my arm out, I'm just gonna cut off 1 inch because it measures over here too. So, so 5 3/4 by 11. I'm using the Share What You Love paper. I really love this paper. It's heavyweight and it's really good for like boxes and bags. So you're gonna score the long side every 1 3/4 inches. And so what I do, I score it, and then I just move the score line over to the 1 3/4. Score there, move that score line over. And I actually went through and made sure that I could make this box before I started my video today. I spent like 2 hours just making sure that I could make this box for real. And this time I remembered to leave the 1/2 inch. So you'll have a 1/2 inch over here, and you definitely want that. And then on the short side, you're gonna score 2 inches. And if your paper has any kind of orientation, this side is up. This end is up because this is the bottom of the box. So you're gonna score it 2 inches and 4. And then you'll have 1 3/4 left at the top. All right, let's see, is there anything? I think that's all. That's all of the scoring for now. And then we're gonna fold it. This paper is so cute. It's like I always have a really hard time deciding which side I wanna use because I don't wanna cover any of it up. I still have not found my Stampin' Up! Bone folder. I don't know what happened to it. If you're using a paper that's not heavyweight, I wouldn't burnish because you don't want to rip your paper. I first tried to use some old craft store paper that I had gotten before I rediscovered Stampin' Up! And it just fell apart. Like, it just ripped apart. So, but this paper works great. Okay, so then you're going to come in and snip all these lines, except the little 1/2 inch section, you're gonna snip that right off. And I think I told y'all last week, I didn't come up with this box. I found it, I was just looking on YouTube for a flower box. And I think this one is called something like Amazing DIY Valentine's Day Gift Box or something. And so, but I found this and I wanted to make one. I wanted to do a video with verbal instructions because the video is a little hard to follow. Okay, so snipped all of my, this is the bottom. So I snipped all of that. And then we're going to do this part. The part I forgot last week. When you do this part and make your little curvy things, you have to actually do it over foam. So you really need a foam mat when you do this, because when you draw your curved line, that's going to kind of make a score line for you. And that was my problem last week with getting, I mean, I had a lot of problems last week, but my problem with not getting the top to bunch up was that I forgot that you needed a foam mat under there. Okay, so I have my ruler, and you're going to measure 7/8. So find your line. There's my line. Measure 7/8 from that line and mark it. Do that all the way down. 7/8. Unfortunately, this part is kind of boring. So we'll discuss some things. Oh, y'all, I'm finally getting around to painting the inside of my house now that we've been here for 3 years. And I really don't want beige walls. We have like this off-white right now, and it depresses me because y'all know I like my bright colors. I was gonna do gray, and then I was like, why do I have to, this is the house that I'm living in, and I get to decorate it, so why in the world do I want neutral? I don't want neutral. So I'm doing, I'll show you my color. I'm doing this color as my main color on my walls. And then I came up here, it's Pool Party. I picked it out without even thinking of it, and it's Pool Party. It's funny because I tried one that was kind of close to Coastal Cabana, and it was scary. So, okay, so I'm using my roll of Tear and Tape. That's actually the one that I've found that best kind of fits this size of curve. So the mark that you made and this corner right here, so like here, where all these score lines meet, this is where you're drawing your line from. And draw it kind of hard because you want to make sure that it scores it for you. So that's kind of the purpose in drawing your line, other than also knowing, you know, where to score it. So, and I think I broke my line. So just draw it kind of hard. Make sure that you're getting yourself a score line. And it's okay for you to go check every one after you do it. And it is kind of easier if you go all one way and then go all the other way. So I'm going to do all the ones that kind of go curve out this way. I don't know if I'm getting this right because I don't want to, no, that's not even close to right. Oh, neither is that other one that I did. Well, let's try again. Because I'm not even close. It's because I don't want to stick my head in front of the camera. Or, you know. I don't want y'all to have to look at my roots because I'm not getting those done until next week. And they really need doing because it's been like 3 months. Okay, so got there, and you're kind of going to have 2 lines here. Just make sure you get the right one. I'm pretty sure that this is the right one. Okay, and keep going here. Again, don't forget to be pretty, you know, use a lot of pressure when you draw the line so that you're scoring that thing. And then here, do it, turn it around and go the other way. Use a good amount of pressure. I really think this is a great box for this Share What You Love paper because with it being heavyweight, it really makes good boxes and bags. Oh, and I figured out something cool that's going to fit in here, and I'll show y'all when we're done. When we're done making the box. Okay, there we go. And, oh y'all, it's cooled off a lot today. It's only a high of 91, which is pretty cool for us. Okay, so these are, I'm just going through and folding on all the little curvy lines I made. Make sure I have good curves. Because if you don't do that, this box is not going to close. So you're kind of just pinching them both ways. That one doesn't want to pinch. I'm going to draw that one again. Is that one doesn't want to go. There we go. That's better. And then let's see. Okay, I did those. This one. And this one. I must not have done this one hard enough either. Now, if you're not using heavyweight paper, like if you're using the Stampin' Up! Regular Designer Series paper, then you don't have to push quite as hard. But you really do on this heavyweight paper. This one, I think, gave me a pretty good line. Okay. Good. And then before we close up the box, we're going to go through and punch our little holes for our ribbon. And you want to punch at the point. So at the point of the curve, you're going to punch on both sides and come, you know, a good 1/4 inch down from the edge. Because if you get too close to the edge, then you risk kind of ripping out to the edge of your box. So you're just doing it right at these cathedral points. And you can thread your ribbon now, or you can thread it a little bit later. Okay. So, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and thread it now. And I'm using the shaded spruce ribbon from the metallic ribbon combo pack. It doesn't go with all of the paper in this paper pack, but it does, you know, when you have something that's just one color, you can pretty much match anything with it. or not anything, but shaded spruce seems to go nicely with this So Saffron paper. Oh, my ribbon got twisted. I really don't want that, so I'm going to twist it. This is how you're going to close your box. And I just have a tapestry needle. This is something I use for weaving in ends when I'm knitting. So any kind of big needle that'll go around your yarn is going to be fine and work for you. It came out. Okay. Woohoo. And then one more set of folds. Okay, now we're all the way through. I don't think I needed to go through that much, but that's okay. So now we're going to close our box, and we're going to close it, you know, with this flap against here. So I'm going to get my tear and tape. I really like tear and tape for boxes because it's not going to budge. And it dries fast, or well, and it, you know, you don't have to wait for it to dry like with the liquid glue, which is what I use for everything else. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn off my notifications. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm kind of lined up here. Because with tear and tape, you don't get any kind of leniency time. You stick it and it's stuck, which is why I like the liquid glue, because when you stick it, you can unstick it. Okay, and I'm just folding down my box. Fold your box flaps all the way in, because then you have like a nice fold, and then you can pull them back out. But this way you get like a nice fold. And so then make sure you get like a good box shape. You don't want it to be kind of like that, or, you know, just kind of funky. So make sure you have your box in a good shape, which that's good. And then I just kind of start going around and taping it down. So like I'll start here, and I put it on the flap that I'm putting down. And then I want to make sure my box is still in a decent shape. Okay. Put it on this flap. Okay, that's good. Yep. And you can push in, you know, push up from the inside. I'm so excited that well, I should wait and be excited after it for sure works, because I think I got it a little over the edge. No, maybe I didn't. Oh, and I don't know if I showed y'all. I don't think I did. Let me get this. So this paper has that pearlized finish. They did this for the Stampin' Up! 30th anniversary, which is going on right now, all year long. And then stick this on. And one more. I think I scared everyone off from my live videos. Tanya, thank you for staying with me. Because my regulars aren't here, which is kind of funny. Because they were here last week when I had that disaster of a video. And they're like, nah, we better not. Oh well. Still happens. Okay. So, got that done, and I'm going to go ahead and cut my ribbon. I don't want it too short. Alright, so I'm going to start folding in. I want to fold down at these lines. Make sure that those have nice folds. And then we're going to cinch in the ribbon and see what happens. We're going to have to fiddle. Okay, so that's doing fine. That's going well. And just keep pulling and cinching. And every now and then come in and make sure your points are still pointing. And keep coming. And then now, see? Oh, yay, it worked. Okay, I'm very excited that it worked. So, and then you can push it. Oh, that's funny. That one doesn't want to go down. So you can have it like that, so that it kind of inward like that. But I really prefer it out like this. I just think that makes a nicer box. Oh, but let me show you what you can put in there. And then I hope I don't forget to take it out. So our little deals of embellishments. So you can stick a deal of embellishments in there. And I'm thinking like those round discs of those, some kind of ice something. It's like gum that's at the checkout counter. I think those little round discs would go nice in this box. So this will make a fun gift box for that. Thank you, Tanya. I'm very excited it worked out this time. So then just come in and tie it. And, you know, you want it nice and tight. And so your box stays. Boy, with this heavyweight paper, it really feels good, and it feels like it's not going anywhere. And at this point, if I were one of those people who knew how to tie a bow that's got like 2 loops on each edge, that's what I would do on this part. But now we're going to make a tag. I'm actually going to make a tag for it because I actually succeeded in making the box this time. And I have it all planned. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to snip that off. I don't know if this ribbon curls. Let me try it on a little, because I like to curl my ribbon a little bit if it will. Ooh, that one curls okay. So let's do that. That one's too long. Let me snip it. Okay, let's go one more or 2 more times. Okay. Okay. It's a little curly. Maybe it wants to curl the other way. That's the way it wants to curl. So if it doesn't curl the one way, curl it the other way. And then I'm going to snip this little frayed edge off, because it does fray. Okay. So now let's make a tag for our gorgeous little flower box. Let's see. We're going to start with the thank you. This is from Accented Blooms. All right. That one. Oh, I forgot to get out Whisper White to stamp on. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to get out grid paper. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this in So Saffron and see how it looks. And if it doesn't look good, then I'm going to restamp it in Shaded Spruce, because I think this will be good in So Saffron. I'm going to stamp on my mat too. See how this looks. Oh yeah, I like it in that. See, this is made where you can stamp this and then stamp those and punch them out with the tailored tag punch and then pop that up on dimensionals in there. So it's a really cool stamp set. I'll clean my stamp. Oh, y'all, this thing, I'm so in love with this. What's it called? Simply Chamois, I think. And yeah, it's the bomb. I'm probably never going to use my Stamp and Mist and Stamp and Scrub again, because this is just, it does such a good job. I love my Stamp and Mist and Stamp and Scrub, but this kind of, it just kind of does a better job, so. All right. I'm going to punch that with the tailored tag. And then I have 2 things I need the Big Shot for. Let me show you. Okay, so let me show you these dies, because I'm going to use this one and this one. Oh, I forgot to bring over the copper paper. Well, I'll get it in a minute. So I'm going to cut this out with the So Saffron, in the So Saffron paper. And then this I'm going to do with the banner. And this I'm going to do in copper paper. But this die set, these are the stitched labels, I think they're called. They're absolutely gorgeous. You can get X's and stitches on the ends. They're like, all of them have stitching on them, and they're so pretty. And then this is what I use to do that stitched background on that one card. So they're really pretty. I think it's probably my favorite new set of dies in the catalog. So I think that those are kind of an absolute must-have. Okay, so I'm going to cut, here, let's move this stuff, get out the big shot, because I'm going to cut and I'm going to emboss. Here's my big shot, and we're going to cut the, oh, I better bring over, I'm going to bring over the precision base plate, just because otherwise I have a hard time getting the bits out with these dies. So you kind of do need the precision base plate with these stitched labels, but you don't have to. You just have to run it through a lot of times if you don't have the precision plate. Or you can turn it upside down and cut it with a plate that's heavily bowed. There are ways around using the precision plate, but with this set, and I usually find a way around it, but with this set I gave up and went to the precision plate. Okay, see, let me get the little bits out and then I'll show you what that did. So that's what that did. Isn't that pretty? It cuts in the stitching and all that. So pretty. Okay, now I'm going to take out the thin die adapter because now we're going to use an embossing folder. We're going to use this lovely floral folder that comes in that same suite. Oh, hi, Mary. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, no worries. You can go back and watch later if you want to, or just catch up from here. We just made this little flower box, and it uses that new Share What You Love paper that's heavyweight and gorgeous. Now, where is my, oh yeah. So I have a little strip of shaded spruce cardstock, and I just want to kind of emboss, like, maybe this. Kind of emboss that on it. And always put your embossing folders through with the hinge toward the big shot. That's supposed to extend the life of them. Of course, I've never had one break or split, but I've also always done them with the hinge side toward the big shot. So maybe that's why mine have never broke. So I just embossed that, and now we're gonna, oh, thanks, Mary. Now we're gonna wet it and crumble it up. So first let me get rid of this. And then, and I think I might, because I want this one in the back, and then this one, and this one, oh, and then I want the copper, which I forgot to cut. So I'm going to cut the copper, but I think I think I want that, the copper I think I want in the very back. And then, so I think I'm going to restamp this in shaded spruce, because I like that contrast better. So let's see if I can find my, I shouldn't have gotten rid of my piece of paper. I don't know what I did with it. So I'm going to restamp that stamp in shaded spruce. Okay, oh, that looks good. Let's stamp on foam, because I don't know what's going to happen stamping on the wood, because I don't usually have at least grid paper. Almost perfect. I'm going to do it one more time. Just because I didn't get completely clean stamping. That's great. Let's get rid of it. I love shaded spruce. It's going to be a really, really nice Christmas green. So I'm very excited about that. Hopefully they use it a lot in the Christmas catalog. I want them to use shaded spruce and granny apple green. I think those are going to be really fun in the Christmas stuff. Okay, so I think I'm going to like that better. And then I'm going to get the, let me grab my copper paper and cut this out. And I'm not going to bring the big shot back over. I'm just going to do it off screen. So talk amongst yourselves for a second. And I'll be right back. Actually, I'm still here. And then I forgot to grab my copper paper, so I have to look for it. Where are you, copper paper? Because I'm also using a copper accent, so I don't want to switch up. totally just broke my box that holds my 12 by 12 paper. I'm gonna cut this. How much do I need? Yeah, 2 inches is plenty. I'll cut this down. Okay. And now I'm gonna cut it. So that cuts out this kind of cool, almost steampunky kind of wheel with stitching. Get that little piece out. So this is how we're gonna layer it. Okay, this I want to trim off the end and cut a little banner. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hey, look what I made on camera and everything. I decided not to do it just for YouTube. I decided to try again live. I'm just gonna cut off that end with the triple banner punch, or banner triple punch, I think it's officially called. Absolutely love this punch. It's a must-have too. And you don't, like they have it set where you cut 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, or 1 1/2 inch and 2 inches. I cut like every size between nothing and 2 inches with this thing. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to cut just those 3 sizes. Okay, where's my, I already got out a spritzer. So I'm gonna spritz this. I only spritz both sides. And then we're just gonna crumble it up into a little ball. Yes, you'll have to go back and see what I did, Anne-Marie, because, oh, and that totally got rid of all of my embossing. I really kind of thought the embossing was gonna stay around. That's okay. I really kind of like this crinkled thing for this box. And then we're gonna put that at the back. Yes. Okay, so now let me punch a hole in this one. Oh yeah, and I decided that mint macaron would be a good third color because I need some twine or some linen thread or something to tie the tag to the bow. And then I couldn't find my linen thread, which is a staple, an absolute staple, and I don't do it. So I'm going to use the Nature's twine, and I'm using the mint macaron one, and I'm just looping through if I can get it through. Maybe going from the top down is going to be easier. And then I just have to see if I can dig that out. There we go. Yeah. Work with what we got. Okay. So I'm going to dry this real fast so because otherwise it's just going to tear when I try to work with it. Maybe when I dry it, some of the embossing will come back. Oh yeah, don't dry it on your foam mat, because your foam mat will kind of start to melt and crinkle a little bit. That's happened to me before. I'm really kind of bummed. I'm thinking I shouldn't have crinkled it up because I really liked how that embossing looked, doing just like a partial emboss of the leaves and little flowers on here. That's okay. I still am going to like it anyway. Okay, so the copper goes in the back. And then this, and then this, and then sentiment in the front. So I don't need a hole here. I need a hole on my shaded spruce piece. I'm literally using shaded spruce only because I needed skinny ribbon. And my choices were Coastal Cabana, shaded spruce, and petal pink to go with So Saffron. And I thought shaded spruce worked best. But I'm actually kind of digging this color combo. Okay, so we're gonna, this I think I'm just gonna put on with a dimensional behind everything. So I'm gonna thread the twine through. And yeah, don't melt your foam mat. It's not really good for a whole lot when you melt it. So there's, see, that's really cute. Oh, Anne-Marie, so I realized that like one of our little embellishment containers fits perfectly in this box. So just a little tip for you if you wanted to give a little thank you gift of a container of embellishments. So, okay. I'm gonna loosen this a little bit. I don't want it popping up like that. Okay, and I'm just going to tie this in a knot, and then we're going to trim off the, and then this, I'm going to put on dimensionals, and then, oh yeah. And then let's see, where are we going to put this? Because I think that needs to go. Oh, that's going to be perfect right there. I'm going to stick it on with some glue dots. Okay. This one's got some. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, that glue dot I'm just going to throw in the trash because it's apparently not wanting to do its job. When you don't do your job, you get thrown in the trash. Okay, oh y'all, I have to ask y'all something. Okay, so, Anne-Marie, you live in Texas. And I don't know, it's probably the same like in other states and places. We have, like, so we live in a 2-story house and we have these high windows. And, oh, look how cute that is on there. Oh, I really like these leaves. I think they're so cute. And let's stick this, I'm going to actually stick this onto the back of that shaded spruce piece. So we have these high windows in our living room. I actually hate that. I really kind of want to floor the second floor of the living room. I don't like having a 2-story living room. So we have these high windows in there. Maybe just like right in the middle. There's these high windows in there and birds keep flying into them. Like all kinds of birds. If it were just grackles, I wouldn't care. But it's all kinds of birds like mourning doves and blue jays. Well, usually they just like thunk. Oh, it's raining at your house? Usually the birds just thunk the window and then I look out and they've already flown off and they're fine. I'm going to snip this. But then yesterday we had one hit the window so hard. It hit so hard that it made me jump. I'm so used to them hitting the window. But it hit so hard that it made me jump. I went out and looked and the bird was dead, like in the backyard, which made the dog very happy. But yeah, no. So I'm like, I don't even know what to do because it's not like I ever get up there and clean those windows. So, ugh. Anyone else have that problem, like with the birds flying into your windows right now? And it's just gotten really bad this year. That we've always had it kind of every year, but this year has been really, really bad. And I don't know why. Okay. So, there's our box. And it's done. Oh, I want rain, Anne-Marie. I can't believe you're getting rain and we're not. Okay, so here it is. Here's our lovely little gift box. And I made it, and I didn't screw it up this time. So if you missed how I made the box, make sure you go back and watch it. And here's our other one. This is the original. I actually kind of like this one better. Huh. And this one used the tea room, whatever those framelits are called. And then, but I like this with the stitched labels. So anyway, I guess that's my, oh wait, let me put a dimensional, like right between these two layers so they're not flattening together. There we go. Now there's a little more dimension there. So yeah, I'm excited about that layer tag. I might put that on a card too, because I think that would, like, maybe stick it on a mint macaron card base and ooh, pretty. I'm gonna have to do a little thinking. So, but make a matching card to go with it. Maybe I'll do that for my blog. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. And, oh wait, let me clean this down. Show you this amazing spongy thing one more time. Look at that. Look how well it cleans. Just like, psh. And there you go. You're done. Okay, maybe one more time. Oh, come on. Don't prove me wrong on camera. Let's flip it. I haven't smushed on this side today. Okay, so there you go. There's my clean stamp. Anyway, thanks for joining me. And I will be back next... Wait, will I be back next week? Something's happening next week on Friday. What's happening next week on Friday? No, I think I'm here. I think everything's happening on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I have a busy week next week. So anyway, okay. Thank y'all. I'll see you see you next time. Bye. Oh, that's okay, Anne-Marie. Yeah, watch the replay and see me actually make this box and see me remember all of the things that I screwed up last time. So, okay. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.